In this video, I want to show you how to make your own formative. So you will begin by coming to the New Formative tab. This will be the screen that you'll see. So you can click on the blue dot, and that's going to let you start making questions. So you have all these options of question types to choose from. So the first thing you possibly want to do, short answer, and then have the students type their name. Because this is not going to be a predetermined answer, I'm going to leave that blank. So then the students can type in whatever they choose. Then I'm going to click the button again to add another question. So maybe I want to do a math type question. And I picked short answer because the numeric response limits the type of numbers, letters that they can use. So with a short answer, it gives a little bit more option. So maybe my question is 2 plus 2 equals. And then in the answer, I can put 4, so the program will grade that for me. So when the students submit their answer, it will automatically grade that, and then they will be able to see if they've got it right or wrong. I can do another type where I could possibly do a multiple choice. And these are all just creating your own formative. So multiple choice, I would type in my question, and then I would type in the options that I wanted to give those students and select what the correct answer was. So again, it's going to grade that for you and make your life a lot easier. I can add the title of my formative, and then it saves as I'm working, and I can come back to that anytime and make adjustments. So if I go back, I look at my main screen here, and that sample formative is right there. So I'll click on it again. It goes back to where I was working. The next type of formative I want to show you how to make is a formative from a Google Doc or a PDF from your computer. So the first thing I need to do when I'm doing one from a Google Doc, and this is just a little trick that I noticed. The first thing I need to do is go to my drive, pick out whichever Google Doc I'm going to use, and for some reason, I need to bring that doc up and make an edit. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to just click on it, and then I'm going to space bar and go back. So it somehow recognizes that that is a doc in my system. So then I'm going to go back to my formative, and then I'm going to go to New Formative. And here's that blue dot again to make questions. So I click on that, and I'm going to do Upload Your Own Content. So I will click on that, select Google Drive, and go to the Google Drive account that I need to work from. Then I'll come to Documents, and the one that I worked on should be there. So now it appears. And then it's going to upload. So it takes a couple minutes to process the file, but then it's going to bring up your whole document in pages just like you have the Google Doc as pages. So here's my page 1, and then my next page. So at this point, the questions aren't in a format that the students can actually fill out. They can see this, but they can't really type or answer anything. So what I have to do now is I'm going to select my question number 1. I'm just going to click, and then my options of question types pop up. So I generally pick short answer, and because it's right next to question 1, I just leave that blank, and then I can either type whatever answer I want them to have if it's, something short, or I can leave it empty so they can answer an open-ended type question. Then for number 2, I'm just going to click that blue dot again, and again, short answer. And I'm going to continue doing that until I have all the questions from this worksheet that I want. Maybe I want to skip one So maybe I don't want them to answer number 4. So my next one would be on 5. But when I do this, sometimes because the dot is 4 and the question on the worksheet is 5, I will actually type in here maybe question 5 or something so the students can make sure they see that. When I'm done, then I will type in my title and it appears back in my formatives to begin with. When I'm ready to assign my formative to a class, I'll simply find the formative that I want to use, click on it. It's going to take me back to that edit screen, so if there's anything I want to change, I can do that. And I really can do that anytime, even after it has been assigned. Then I'm going to come to the Assign tab, select which class I want to assign that to. I can assign it to multiple classes. I'm just going to pick Advanced Chemistry. Then I need to come down to Adjust Settings. Some of these settings are available on the free. Some of them you have to have the paid version. Restrict to individual students. If I would slide that over, all of the students from my class would pop up, and I can select to assign it to only a few students if I chose. Schedule open and close times. Again, I believe this one is a paid feature. I can open it at maybe 4 o'clock on Tuesday and close it an hour later so they have a specific window to work on that assignment. After submission, so on this, allow edits, make hidden, or keep visible. So once they turn this in, can they go back and fix it? That would be allow edits. If they can't, then it's hidden. Depending on if it's a homework assignment or a test, sometimes I allow edits, sometimes I don't. Return scores on this tab after student submits. So once it's turned in, can they see their scores, what they've missed, what they've gotten correct? Instantly, I will often use instantly when I'm having the students work on this in class, or I did this some with remote so they could kind of see if they were on the right track. So while they are working, once they enter an answer for a specific problem, it will tell them immediately if they got it correct or not. Or don't show scores. This will not show them at all. So this one's probably best if I'm using this as a test. When closed, this I have to close the whole thing down. So this is after all students have turned it in. Return correct answers. Again, this one's kind of tricky depending on what type of an assignment you're having. Is it homework? Is it a test? After a student submits, or don't show the answers, or when everyone has turned it in and it's closed. And then display the questions in random order. At this point, once I have decided which options I want to use, then I typically pick Assign Only, and then that allows me to post it to Google Classroom when I'm ready. If I hit Assign and Post to Google Classroom, it's going to do it immediately, and maybe I'm not quite ready for it to do that. So Assign Only, and then you can go back and it'll give you a link to post to Google Classroom.